In our opinion, Sebastian Haller is West Ham's best signing so far this transfer window, after scoring 15 goals and getting 9 assists in the Bundesliga with 29 appearances last season.
The only signing that Watford have made is Craig Dawson from West Brom. He did not impress too much last season, but it's the only signing that they have made, and it's the only one we can talk about. He is rejoining Watford from his younger career.
In our opinion, Phil Jagielka is Sheffield United's best signing so far, not because of his quality or how well he did for Everton, but because of his experience could be very good for the young players.
Jay Adams joined Southampton from Birmingham after an impressive beginning season in the Championship. He's a very quick striker with nice goal scoring ability, and he would really help a struggling Southampton side.
In our opinion, Norwich City's best signing so far is Farman. He had a very impressive couple of seasons for Schalke until last season, where he wasn't performing to the best of his ability. He was then dropped to the bench, and a loan out to the Premier League could really help the goalkeeper re-find his form.
Ndombele is a box-to-box midfielder who is also young, who joined Tottenham from Lyon for £65 million. He's a very good signing, a young one as well, and he plays a lot like Conte. It'll be nice to see him in the Premier League.
The Premier League champions Manchester City have made a really great signing of Rodri from Atletico Madrid for £62.5 million. After only conceding 23 goals in the whole of last season's campaign, a signing like Rodri, who is a defensive midfielder, could really stop a lot of goals.
Maxime is a young French winger who joined Newcastle for $20 million from Nice. He's a promising young winger, and we think he is Newcastle's best signing so far because the other signings they have made are either not spectacular or haven't really made a name for themselves, like Joelinton.
After Liverpool's Champions League victory, Jurgen Klopp was not looking at bringing in too many signings this season, as he is very happy with his current team. The only real signing that we can talk about so far is Sepp van den Berg.
Yuri Tielemans made a permanent switch to Leicester City for £35 million after impressing last season. He only played for half the season, but he scored 3 goals and assisted 5. He's a really promising youngster.
Due to Crystal Palace not really making any real big signings, Andre Ayew is the only one that we can really talk about with Premier League experience.
Andre Gomez permanently signed for Everton from Barcelona for $22 million. He had a good season, becoming a really solid defensive midfielder and a creative midfielder from deep for Everton, which they desperately lacked for a long time.
Due to Chelsea's transfer ban, there isn't many names to pick from for this video. The only real star we could talk about is Christian Pulisic, who signed last season for Chelsea and is going to make a start in the Premier League this season for Chelsea. He is an American winger that did very well for Dortmund, but got replaced by an upcoming young Englishman, Jadon Sancho.
Jay Rodriguez is rejoining Burnley for £10 million after an average season with West Brom in the Championship. He is getting to the later stages of his career, and they don't have a lot of players that they have signed right now, so that's why we think that he is the best signing.
With Arsenal making a couple of really impressive signings this season, our favourite so far is Nicolas Pepe from Lille after scoring 22 goals last season and getting 11 assists. He was very impressive and Arsenal have signed him from $72 million.
Brighton's only real signing is Leandro Trossard from Genk for $15 million. He's 25 years old, so basically in the prime of his career, and last season he scored 11 goals and got 4 assists in 25 appearances, which is not too bad considering he's in his prime.
Wolves have made quite a few impressive signings this transfer window, but the one we think is most impressive is Patrick Cutrone for $23 million from AC Milan after a really impressive breakthrough season, and we can't wait to see him in the Premier League next season.
In our opinion, the best signing for Bournemouth right now is Jack Stacey for £4 million. He was an impressive right back for Luton Town in the 3rd Division of England.
We are very impressed by Manchester United's new signing Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace. After a great season last season, the young defender moved from a winger to a right back and really improved himself within the ranks.
Aston Villa made a really good signing with Wesley joining from Club Brugge. He is a very tall and physical striker, being 6'3" and relatively young, only being 23 years old. He scored 14 goals last season, which is not bad for someone for his age. It'll be nice to see him in the Premier League and really showing his physical presence against some of the best defenders in the world.